chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Marr now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Keenum on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Keenum. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that, just like that.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single. Check 4. Watch tight end. 46. Tight end's right. Right here, guys. Fight.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Cooper was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
8 yards to go. There you go. 51, Mike, 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw is Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
52. We're good. Here we go.
Hey, alert 3.
Any weapons.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Keenum, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here goes the high. Please. Jam. Christian, Travis.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Here go Rodgers.
Watch the eye.
Keenum now on 1st down. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. At one corner.
Adrian Peterson past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 63 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
We're good. I'm coming after you.
Big Ed. Mike's 54. Watch the out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Keenum, blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Keenum to throw, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Here we go on 4th. Keenum. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
53, Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It gets it over the middle of the crowd. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. Fourth one.
48 small. 48.
No. Roger.
Defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 99.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, on.
Kill.
Keenum. On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Run. Hey, please.
Let's go, defense.
Down. Hey, 50.
Joker. Shift. 25. Check 25.
Blue draw quarter. Hey, 53. Come on. Hey, down. 5.
48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Let's go.
Now Keenum again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half is in. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our time.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a game to Elliott. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
What's left? What's left? Pick it up.
On 4th, they do snap it to Chris. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, Blue 20. Let's go. Hey, go, Roger. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Hey, take 1, man. Take 53.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Say.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. About 3 yards there to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Takes 3. 218. Chop. Hey, turn it up.
From the 27, Keenum. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Take 2. Hey, go, Roger.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Here goes the high. 20.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Back.
Hey, 52. Take 2. Here goes the high.
On 1st down, Keenum. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Field, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Lewis on the return. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Run! Run, please!
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. 4th one.
Check 43. Switch.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Slam.
They start the drive with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got to get this started. 2-2.
10th carry now for Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
46.
Mike 51. Mike 6. Pull it. Half. Kick the ball.
26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Complete to Jason Witten. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And he's got room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 88 yards, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together. Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, kill. Undercrunch.
The 1st down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.